Good evening, everyone. Paul Temple here from the Diamond Light Network. And it's Tuesday, and we are doing our heart circuit activation practice. Heart circuit activation practice. And for those of you who are new, I'm going to teach an energy practice, a meditation practice that activates our heart and heart circuit. When I speak of the heart, I'm not talking about the anatomical heart. You know, in English we use one word to describe all these different things, but the heart center, as I'm talking about, is in the center of the chest. It's different than the physical heart. And the heart center is our, we know it as that place of love, of spiritual awareness, of, it's our heart. It's the center of our soul and our being. And it is that and more, because we've really kind of forgotten and marginalized the heart in our culture. And the heart is much, much more than we are taught. It is really the doorway into the spirit realms. It is the seat of the soul. It is the seed of divine consciousness that dwells in us. And so this practice helps us remember this greater power of the heart. And to work with the heart circuit is this energy grid that connects us into quantum consciousness and connects all hearts. Many indigenous cultures remind us that all things are connected, and it's through the heart that this connection happens. And so this is a practice that helps awaken the heart, reactivate the heart, and then connect the heart into, again, remembering our connections to quantum consciousness and all being and all hearts. The Tibetans call it the jeweled fabric of the universe. That is that beautiful web of light of which every heart is an integral part. So that's really the purpose of this practice, is to help us remember the heart, but also as we both individually and collectively begin to remember the great power of the heart, then, all of humanity will begin to become more heart-centered, and we can create a more peaceful and collaborative civilization if we have a great, a critical mass of humans who are really connected into this great power of the heart. I'm going to digress for just a moment because I'm in the middle of a series on Zoom that you can attend one at a time, as well as the whole series. And it's called Lineages of Magic and the Age of Darkness. And it's just a way of remembering the heart. But there are many of us who have this heart awareness, who have gifts like intuition and telepathic communication and empathetic awareness, and being able to feel healing energy in the hands. These are all kind of magical gifts, and magic is just a word to describe these in English. They're called the siddhis in the Vedic and Tibetan traditions, which is attainments. But the lineages of magic is that I believe there are families, lineages, genetic lineages that carry these gifts and these abilities more strongly than others, although I believe the abilities are in our DNA, and anyone and everyone can begin to develop them. And the age of darkness part is that back in the 1700s, there was a time, particularly in Western European culture, where these skills and the families that carried them were horrifically tortured and wiped out and really tried to be eradicated. This was called the Burning Times, the Great Inquisition. And the families that carry these gifts and abilities, if they survived, they carried a lot of fear and trauma around these abilities. And that fear and trauma got passed generation to generation. And we are now the generation that is beginning to remember and can reactivate these abilities and these gifts and this, like the heart circuit. So that's kind of the overall pretext of the Zoom series. If you go to our Facebook group, Diamond Light Network, you can read more about it. The next one is a week from Thursday. I'm not quite sure of the date, but it's that last Thursday in June. And then there are 2 more sessions maybe it's the 2nd. I'm not getting the date straight in my head, I'm sorry. But you could read about it. The next session is going to be actually on skill building. So we're going to do some work to connect with our intuitive awareness, our own higher guidance, and do some telepathic communication work. So that whenever that next session is, which I should know, that's what will be happening there. So check that out. It's also on the website, diamondlightnetwork.com, and you can learn more about that. And this practice we're about to do is really the foundation of developing, remembering these skills, because this is a magical practice in itself, using sound and visualization and geometry to awaken our heart centers, which is the center of light and magic. So I don't have the ability right now. We had some technical problems to show you the heart circuit, but it is here above my head. This is what the heart circuit looks like. So we visualize the heart in the center of the chest as an orb of light, a great glowing orb of light. And connected to it are 6 axes of light. That is the circuit. Up to the sky, down to the heart of the earth, and out horizontally to the 4 directions. So I'm going to talk through that so you don't have to remember it, but I just wanted to get you to have that visual image a little bit ahead of time imprinted. I see we're getting some comments there. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you, greetings, greetings. Yes, we love comments. It's nice to know that you're out there, so happy you're joining us. So there are two parts to the practice. The first is the instruction that I will give. I will speak that in English with words. That talks to our brain consciousness, so that we kind of know what we're doing. And then the second part is a vibrational transmission. And that really speaks to the heart, because the heart and the universe speak in the language of vibration. And through these beautiful Tibetan bowls and through the Vajrayana chanting that I do, comes a transmission of the Vajra, which is that diamond light in the center of our hearts. And it helps the heart open and reactivate. The whole tradition of Vajrayana Buddhism is intended to awaken that heart center. So this is not a Vajrayana practice. It's kind of rooted in Vajrayana practice. I have been doing Vajrayana practice for many years, but this is an evolution. It's a practice that came to me through my own guidance and connection as an offering to humanity to help awaken and remember the great power of our hearts. All right. So to start, I invite you to bring your hands to the center of your chest, to your heart. This is where the heart center is. And the heart center is actually even different than the heart chakra, but it is in the heart chakra. So it's sometimes called the bindi in the heart chakra. And it's a little pearl of light, but as it grows, as it glows, as it activates, it becomes this orb of light, a ball of light, To me, it feels in its natural state about the size of a softball or a grapefruit, a big grapefruit, that fills the chest with light. So with your inner vision, begin to perceive this orb of light in the center of your chest. The power of visualization is again one of the magical gifts of activating energy and awareness. As you visualize and perceive this orb of light in your chest, you are beginning to manifest and magnetize it. Allow yourself to perceive on whatever level and whatever way you do perceive. People perceive differently through seeing or feeling or hearing or knowing or sensing. You might feel warmth. You might feel centeredness and calm. As you connect with and begin to activate your own heart center. Glorious orb of radiant diamond luminescence, glowing and growing in the center of your chest. That's the first step. Connecting with the heart, beginning to resonate with your heart center, remembering this heart center. And next we build the circuit which connects us into the web of light. So from the base of that orb of light from your heart, we send an axis of light, a spiral of energy down through your root chakra, down, down, down to the heart of the earth. Connecting deep into the heart of the earth. Feeling the Earth Mother remember and receive you. You inhale back up from the heart of the earth through your root chakra into your heart. So we have double helix, two spirals that make up this axis of light, one descending, one ascending, connecting your heart with the heart of the earth. As you remember and feel this great power that is your rootedness and your connection to the great planet Earth. And then on the next exhale, we send another spiral of light up through the crown chakra, up into the stars, reaching up, up, up to the heart of the galaxy, the heart of the universe itself, the heart of creation. You are part of universal consciousness. You are connected with the primordial creative force of all being. Inhaling back down through your crown, back into your heart. Spirals of light dancing in your spine. heaven and earth meeting in your hearts. Remembering yourself as this universal luminous being. That is part of the entire universe. And now we move to the horizontal plane. I hold my arms out for this, left, right. So I start sending a spiral of energy out through my left hand, sending it across the earth into multidimensional space, connecting into the web of light, the jeweled fabric, the radiant matrix. Inhaling back from the left, exhaling across to the right, sending energy spiral, connecting, plugging in your circuit into this beautiful luminous circuitry of creation. Inhaling back. So now we have left, right, earth, sky, meeting in the heart. Plugging in. These are the strings of the string theory that is said to hold the universe together. We are part of that beauteous web, connected. And then the final step is front and back. So from my heart, I send spiral of energy across the earth into multidimensional space, connecting into the grid, inhaling back, exhaling behind, sending across the earth. For me, this is the west, across the mountains to the sea, into multidimensional space, connecting, inhaling back into the heart. This is your heart circuit, earth, sky, left, right, front, back, plugging you into quantum consciousness and the luminous, infinite wisdom of creation. So holding yourself in this luminous architecture, I will move into the sound portion. Just let yourself bathe in this vibrational field and receive the vibrational transmission that awakens and activates the heart. Majurdrola Pampamed Partam Drodon Lachi Gegmed Drub Bashog Drodon Lachi Gegmed Drub Bashog. You can bring your hands back to your heart where we started. Observing how you feel when your heart is plugged in and activated into the luminous grid. Our heart is the center of our authentic self, of our sovereignty, our soul sovereignty. Our soul memory is all encoded in the heart center. So as we tune in and connect, we can remember who we are becoming, what is our life purpose here on earth. It's all encoded in the heart. So I thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you found it of benefit. In that closing prayer, we offered out the good energy that we generated, the noble heart energy. It's called the bodhicitta. That's what the Tibetans call it. When we do these heart practices, we generate heart awareness. And we offer that out through the grid to all beings in all realms. It translates as, may great waves of beneficial energy be manifest in all realms without obstacle for the benefit of all beings. So we offer our work out for all beings, that all beings and all people may remember the great light in their heart. In closing, you can actually draw in those axes of light that we opened, kind of spool them into the heart. They're always there and you can open them at any time. But it's good as we return to life on earth not to be too open energetically. This is part of the learning of being a heart-sensitive person, is how to filter, how to manage your siddhi skills of perceptions, and when you can filter it, turn it off, focus it. Because many of us get overwhelmed by these these abilities without understanding what they are and what we are feeling when it's actually somebody else or something else generating that. So, anyways, we'll be talking more about that in the next Lineages of Magic session. Check that out in our Facebook group, Diamond Light Network, on the website, diamondlightnetwork.com. I thank you for joining me this evening. Namaste, namaste. Thank you, thank you. Good night.